Hello, my name is Jacqueline Pollauf, and I am so pleased and excited to today announce the publication of my latest book, Choral Repertoire, Harp Parts. I am the compiler and editor of this, and I've been working on it for a couple of years, so it really feels great to be finished and putting it out into the world. And this is a collection of 7 complete harp parts from Choral Repertoire. All are playable on a pedal harp from an intermediate to an advanced level. And 6 of the included works are really standard choral works. They are the Brahms Requiem, the Brahms 4 songs, the Duruflé Requiem, Holst's choral hymns from the Rig Veda, Fauré's Requiem, and the Saint-Saëns Oratorio de Noël. And then the 7th piece is actually my own transcription of a work by Lili Boulanger, Soleil de Septembre. Today, I wanted to give an overview of the book and also share a bit about how I came to this project. Then in some future videos, I'll look at individual pieces really in depth. So for many harpists, we perform as soloists and as chamber musicians and orchestral musicians. And for myself, when I was studying at the Peabody Conservatory, there was a lot of emphasis on those different areas, especially orchestral playing. But I found upon graduation that I was playing quite a bit with choirs and that there's actually a lot of choral repertoire out there with really prominent harp parts. And there were some challenges for me with this at first, some just with the unfamiliarity of the parts, some with the notation used, and some with various performance practices. But over the years, I grew to really love this repertoire and enjoy performing with choirs very much. And all of this led me to the idea of compiling a book with several prominent harp parts and then renotating them to make everything clearer and more helpful for the harpist. I started by creating a new version of each part, and I did not make any changes to what the composer wrote or edit them for playability in any way. Instead, I was just trying to make everything as clear and easy to read as possible. So I obtained as many different scores and versions of each part as I could, and then I created my own version, and I really scrutinized all kinds of different notational aspects, like clef changes and the use of 8 VAs, beaming, cross-staffing. I had a whole very long list that I worked through. And after that step, then I moved on to adding harp-specific information, like pedal changes and the tuning of the lowest 2 strings, a little bit of suggested fingering. I also added many cues to the parts. Some of the cues are for making entrances. Other cues are for if you're accompanying a solo singer or group of singers for those purposes. And then I worked out all of the page turns as best as I was able to make those much easier in some cases. Particularly Gustav Holst's original page turns were very problematic, so that was so satisfying to work those out. And then finally, I did a bit of research on each composer and each piece. So within the book, every piece has its own textual introduction with some facts about it and some background information, notes on performance practice, and anything unusual about the piece. I hope that this book is an excellent resource for harpists everywhere. It's available both as a hard copy and as a PDF, and you can find it in various places. It's available through my informational harp website, harpinsideout.com, as well as amazon.com, and then also through the Atlanta Harp Center, the Virginia Harp Center, Harp Column Music, and harp.com, Line & Healy's website. I think it will also be available through a few other distributors shortly, so I'll put a link to all of the places that it's available below in the description, and I will just keep updating that. So if you're a student just looking to learn some of these pieces for the first time, or you're a professional looking for some nicely notated versions of these pieces, I hope that this book is helpful to you in playing such beautiful choral music.